Can you imagine an animal that can grow its own limbs back? Well, believe it or not, such an animal exists, and it's known as the axolotl is easily one of the weirdest animals on Earth. This unique creature is a type of salamander that lives in the lakes near Mexico City. Despite its weird appearance, the axolotl is actually quite cute. Just look at its little pink skin and big black eyes. And if that doesn't get you, then I don't know what will. However, don't be fooled by its looks. The axolotl is a fierce hunter that feeds on anything that enters its path. It uses its feathery gills to filter out food particles from the water and its small teeth to devour its prey. But the most bizarre thing about the axolotl is its ability to regenerate its own limbs. If a predator attacks it and takes off one of its arms, it won't even notice because it can simply grow a new one. You heard that right. This means that if you chop off one of its arms and feed it back to it, it won't even realize that it had lost an arm in the first place. Talk about being a superhero. Now let's take a closer look at this unique creature. If you've ever seen an axolotl before, you probably noticed its goofy grin. This is because the axolotl is always smiling. But it's not smiling because it's happy. It's actually smiling because it's breathing. Yup, that's right. The axolotl breathes through its skin. And as it inhales oxygen, its upper jaw moves upward, giving it a shocked or surprised expression. This can make it look like the axolotl is smiling, but it's actually just trying to get some air. But what exactly is an axolotl? Well, it's actually a type of salamander that belongs to the Ambistomidae family. There are over 60 species of axolotl, but the Mexican axolotl is the most popular. They are amphibians, which means they live both on land and in water. Axolotls are known for their neoteny, which is a fancy way of saying that they retain their larval features into adulthood. This means they have gills instead of lungs, allowing them to breathe underwater. They also have a small tail and a big head, which helps them swim through the water with ease. Axolotls come in a variety of colors, including white, black, brown, and gray. They usually have dark spots all over their bodies, which helps them camouflage in their natural environment. On average, they grow to be around 9 inches long and weigh about 1 pound. As I mentioned earlier, they have feathery gills that help them breathe underwater. They also have tiny pink lungs that allow them to absorb oxygen from the air. Their life cycle is pretty unique as well. Unlike most salamanders, axolotls do not metamorphose into terrestrial adults. They stay aquatic throughout their entire lives. Now, let's talk about their weirdest feature, their ability to regenerate their limbs. If you were to lose a finger or a toe, would you be able to grow it back? Probably not. But that's not the case. When a predator attacks them and takes off one of their limbs, they can simply grow a new one back. This ability is known as regeneration, and it's completely different from how our bodies heal wounds. When you cut yourself, your body sends out platelets to stop the bleeding, and then it starts to heal the wound with scar tissue. On the other hand, when an axolotl loses a limb, its body triggers a whole cascade of events that leads to the growth of an entirely new limb. The axolotl's body breaks down the damaged tissue and then starts to build up new cells to replace it. This process is controlled by a group of specialized cells called stem cells. Stem cells are undifferentiated cells that can turn into any type of cell in the body. When an axolotl loses a limb, its stem cells are activated and they start to divide rapidly. These new cells then migrate to the site of the injury and begin to form a new limb. Like the axolotl's body, takes a mold of the missing limb and then uses it to grow a perfect replacement. And there you have it, folks! The axolotl may just be the weirdest animal on Earth, but it's definitely one of the most fascinating. Its ability to regenerate its limbs is truly remarkable, and it is something that scientists are still trying to understand. So next time you see an axolotl, remember that it's not just a weird-looking animal. It's a marvel of nature that can teach us a thing or two about ourselves. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more fun animal videos. Thanks for watching. See ya.